Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just getting my Oscar nomination predictions. We're just going to get straight into it. Starting off with the big one, we got Best Picture. I'm going to start off with some runner-ups that I think might get it, so I have 10 runner-ups and then 10 that I am going to predict on getting in. So number 20, I have I'm Still Here. 19 is Queer. 18, The Wild Robot. 17, A Different Man. 16, Gladiator 2. 15, All We Imagine Is Light. 14, Challenges. 13, Nosferatu. 12, September 5. And 11, we have Nickel Boys. Now, on to my top 10. Coming at number 10, I think that's going to slightly edge and going into it, is Sing Sing. I think Sing Sing is going to overtop Nickel Boys, just because I think Sing Sing is getting more attention than Nickel Boys, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Sing Sing at number 10. Number 9, I have A Real Pain. I really want this movie to get in for Best Picture because I really think this is a deserving pick for the Best Picture nominee. So that's number 9. 8, The Substance. I mean, The Substance is getting in. The Substance has been a massive movie for 2024. So I think it's definitely going to get in. And since it's been really well succeeding at the award ceremonies, I think The Substance gets in. Next one, Dune Part 2. Do I really need to explain myself? Dune Part 2, I love this movie, and I do think it's going to get into the top 10. It is doing good with the awards. I wouldn't say it's doing as good as I want it to, but it's doing good, and I definitely think it's getting in for Best Picture. Next one, Conclave. Another one that's going really well with the award shows. I think Conclave is definitely a good Best Picture nominee. Just the way that the film was made and everything. Going in. Next one, Wicked. I mean, Wicked has been absolutely succeeding at the moment with awards. And, I mean, this is not the only nominee that I have for Wicked. But yeah, Wicked is in there. Another one, A Complete Unknown. This is just one that I was like, oh, this could make it, this could not. But I think it's going to just make it. And yeah. I really want this one to go in. And next one, Amelia Perez. This one again has been succeeding at the award ceremonies. Been winning some awards. I think it's getting in. I feel like this is a good Best Picture nominee. Next one, The Brutalist. Another great pick to get into the Best Pictures. And my last one I have is Anora. I think this one is going to slightly edge it into it. Or not slightly, it's going to get in just because I think Anora I keep on saying it's been well succeeding in the award ceremonies, but it seriously has. This movie is deserving for getting into Best Picture. Now for Best Director. So we got 5 runner-ups. We've got Ridley Scott for Gladiator 2. I would love that pick to get in, but unfortunately I don't think it will. Another one, Robert Eggers for Nosferatu. Another one I would love to get in, but I don't think it will. James Mangold for A Complete Unknown. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys. Would love that to go in. I don't know. And then 5 and 6 have been fucking edging it. The one that sadly isn't going to make it is Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2. Now onto my top 5, because they only do 5 for Best Director. Anyway, Edward Berger for Conclave. I think this is a good pick to get in for Best Director. He did fantastic for this movie. Very well succeeded in the award ceremonies. And yes. Next one, Coralie Fagret for The Substance. Another great pick to get in there, and I do think it will get in. Another one, Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. The Brutalist is going... Well, what I'd like it to is do very well at the Oscars with nominations, so I think that one's going to get in. Sean Baker for Anora, another one I really want to get in. I think Sean Baker deserves this, and then my last one we have is a Jacques Orlard. Is that it? Jacques Orlard for Emilia Perez. Yes, deserving for this 100%. I would give it to them to get in for the nomination. Now on to Best Actress. Okay. Now for our runner-ups, we have Amy Adams for Night Bitch, Angelina Jolie for Maria, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl, and the one that sadly I know a lot of people put it in, but unfortunately I'm not, is it Marianne Jean Baptiste? Marianne Jean Baptiste for Hard Truths. Now for the top 5. The one that I think is going to slightly edge it is Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Fantastic performance. Oscar-worthy performance. Getting in for me. Carla Sofia Garson for Emilia Perez. Yes, I mean, Emilia has to get some love in Best Actress, so I have her in there. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Fantastic performance, another Oscar-worthy performance, and I think Wicked's been very well succeeded for the award ceremonies, so I think that's going to get in. Demi Moore for The Substance. I mean, this is an obvious pick. Did she win the Best Actress or something for the Golden Globes? I'm not 100% sure. I think she did. But, getting in. And then Mikey Madison for Anora. Fantastic performance, Oscar-worthy performance, getting in for me for sure. Now on to Best Actor. We have some runner-ups. We've got, I know this is just like a wild pick, but I have Paul Mescal for Gladiator 2. I think it was a fantastic performance by him. Next one, we have Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, where he played Donald Trump. Another great performance by him. Another one, Hugh Grant for Heretic. I think he did very well in that movie and deserving for at least some sort of recognition. Another one that didn't make it, but I would love him to get in, just to get some recognition, is Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain. Fantastic performance by him. And then the one that I think is just going to slightly not make it is, again, Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. Now let's get into the top 5, the people that I think are going to go in. We have Daniel Craig for Queer. Fantastic performance by him. I think he's going to slightly edge it. Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. Again, fantastic performance. Nice Oscar-worthy performance. Colman Domingo for Sing Sing. Great performance. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. I think that's a very obvious pick for me personally. And Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. I think that's going to make it as well. But yes, going to be good. Next up, we have Best Supporting Actress. Now, we have, for the runner-ups, we have Daniela Deadwyler for The Piano Lesson. Anjanou Alice Taylor for Nickel Boys. Monica Barbora for A Complete Unknown. Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez. Margaret Qualley, I know I would love her to make it. I don't think she's going to make it, but it's fucking close. For The Substance, fantastic performance, another Oscar-worthy performance. Known for the top 5, I think Jamie Lee Curtis is going to take it, other than Margaret Qualley. I would love Margaret Qualley to get in there, but I think Jamie Lee Curtis is just, she always sneaks in with these awards. Especially for Best Supporting Actress, because she got one for Belfast a few years back, which everyone was very upset by that one. Next one, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, fantastic performance. Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, yes, great. Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, a great one. And then, of course, Ariana Grande for Wicked. Now on for Best Supporting Actor. Now, for me, for the runner-ups, I have Dennis Quaid for The Substance. Unpopular opinion, but I love his performance. I would love him to get in. Another unpopular one is Josh O'Connor for Challenges. I think his performance was fantastic in this movie. Stanley Tucci for Conclave, fantastic. Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2, again, fantastic. Now, this is 5 and 6 were very much switch-ups for me. I could go either way. But one that's unfortunately not going to make it for me is Clarence McClin for Sing Sing. Would love to make him get it. I would love for him to get in, but I don't think he will. And on to the top 5. We have Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. I think this is going to slightly edge it, and I would love him to actually make it in. Next one, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. Fantastic performance. Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. I think he was fantastic in this movie. Yura Bosov for Anora. Fantastic. Would love him to get in. And of course, I think the obvious pick, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. I think he's getting in for Best Supporting Actor. If he doesn't, I'll be very upset because he does deserve that nomination. Next up, we have Best Original Screenplay. Now, runner-ups, we have A Different Man. We have Hard Truths. We have The Seed of the Scarred. The Seed of the Scarred Fig. All We Imagine as Light. Challenges. Now for the 5 that I think will make it. We have September 5. The Substance. A Real Pain. The Brutalist. And Anora. I think those 5 are going to make it for me personally. Next up, we have Adapted Screenplay. Some that unfortunately I don't think are going to make it. We have one of Hitman. Would love it to make it, but unfortunately I don't think it will because it's not getting enough award love. Next one, Queer. Another one that's not getting a much, hype. I'm Still Here. Wicked. And one that I would love to make it in, but unfortunately I don't think it will, is Conclave. Now for the top 5, we have Dune Part 2, Sing Sing, Nickel Boys, A Complete Unknown, and Amelia Perez. Now for International Feature. Now these ones, not too, don't really know much about them, but some runner-ups I have is Armand, Universal Language, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, Flow, The Girl with the Needle, and my top 5 we have is Flamingo, The Seed of the Scarred Fig, Kneecap, I'm Still Here, and Amelia Perez. Now for Best Documentary Feature. Another one, not too big, don't really care about these ones. We runner-ups, Union, Will and Harper, is it Dahomey? The Remarkable Life of Elbin, and then Porcelain War. Top 5 we have is Daughters, Soundtrack to a Coupe d'Eat, Sugarcane, Black Box Diaries, and No Other Land. Now for one that I really care about, and that is Animated Feature. Some runner-ups, I think. This one, I know a lot of people don't agree with, but it's my opinion. Kung Fu Panda 4, great movie. Would love to make it in, don't think it will. Another one, this is just a wild pick, because I'm like, people love this franchise. The awards love this franchise. Maybe it could have some hype. Is The Lord of the Rings, The War of Raheem. Even though it's not a great movie, maybe. Another one, Piece by Piece. We have Transformers 1. And one I don't think it's going to make it, but it'll be close, is Moana 2. Now for the top 5. We have Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fell. I would love that movie to get in. Memoir of a Snail. Inside Out 2. Flow, who got the animated feature for the Golden Globes, which I was surprised about. And then The Wild Robot. Which, if they snub The Wild Robot, I'll be very upset, but I don't think they will. Then we have Best Cinematography. Some runner-ups we got is The Substance by Benjamin Crocon. The Girl with the Needle by Michael Demick, Amelia Perez by Paul Gulhume, A Complete Unknown by Fedon Papamichael, Nickel Boys by Jomo Frey, the one that unfortunately couldn't make it. Now for the top 5, we have Maria by Edward Lockman, Conclave by Stephanie Fontaine, Nosferatu by Jaron Blashkett, The Brutalist by Lowell Crawley, and Dune Part 2 by Greg Fraser. Now for editing, best editing. For me, I have, for the runner-ups, Challenges by Marco Costa, Wicked by Myron Kirstein, The Substance by Jerome Elibet, Coraline Faggot, I didn't say faggot, I promise, Fargrit, sorry, Valentina Ferron, The Brutalist by David Jenisco, and then the one that unfortunately won't make it, but I would love to, is September 5 by Harrisjorg Wilbridge. Now for the top 5, A Complete Unknown by Andrew Buckland and Scott Morris, Conclave by Nick Emerson, Nora by Sean Baker, Amelia Perez by Juliet Whiffling, and Dune Part 2 by Joe Walker. Now for production design. For best production design, we have, for runner-ups, The Substance, Amelia Perez, Beetlejuice, A Complete Unknown, and the one I would love to make it, but I don't think it will, just slightly, is Gladiator 2. Now for the top 5, I think ones that slightly going to make it is Nosferatu, Conclave, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, and Wicked. And now on to best costume design. We have, for runner-ups, Amelia Perez, The Brutalist, Blitz, Beetlejuice, A Complete Unknown, which unfortunately won't make it, but it was very close. Now into the top 5, we have Conclave, Gladiator 2, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Now for makeup and hairstyling. Our runner-ups we have is Maria, The Apprentice, Waltzing with Brando, Amelia Perez, and one that I would love to make it, but I don't think it will, just a little bit slightly, is Dune Part 2. Now for the top 5, we have Wicked, A Different Man, Beetlejuice, Nosferatu, and The Substance. Now for my favourite award, visual effects. My runner-up, I can't even speak. My runner-ups, Civil War, Deadpool and Wolverine, Alien Romulus, Mufasa the Lion King, and one I would love to make it, but I don't think it will, is Twisters. Now for the top 5, we have Gladiator 2, Wicked, Better Man, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Dune Part 2. Now for sound, best sound. We have, for our runner-ups, we have Deadpool and Wolverine. An unpopular one, Joker Folie à Deux. I think the sound was fantastic in that movie. The Wild Robot, Blitz, and Alien Romulus. Now for the top 5, we have Gladiator 2, Amelia Perez, A Complete Unknown, Wicked, and Dune Part 2. Now for best score. Now this is a really important one. Okay. We have, for best score, Gladiator 2, Blitz. So this is runner-ups. Blitz, Sing Sing, The Room Next Door, and Nosferatu. Now for the top 5, we have, now this is probably an unpopular one because I'm missing out on one, The Wild Robot, Challenges, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and The Brutalist. Yes, Dune Part 2 unfortunately couldn't make it, but I'd love to put it in there, but I didn't. Now for original song. We have, for runner-ups, Beyond by Moana 2. Harper and Will Go West from Will and Harper. Sick in the Head by Kneecap. Like a Bird from Sing Sing. Compress, Repress from Challenges. I would love that song to get in, but I don't think it will. Another one, now into the top 5. Kiss the Sky by The Wild Robot. Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late. The Journey from The 688. Amir Camino from Emilia Perez. And El Mal from Emilia Perez. Now on to Best Documentary Short. Now, I don't know much about documentaries, so I'm just seeing how, by the award ceremonies and how everything's going on with this, but runner-ups, Eternal Father, The Quilters, Death by Numbers, A Swim Lesson, and Chasing Rue. Now for the top 5, I Am Ready, Warden, Michaela's Voice, A Letter to the World, The Only Girl in the Orchestra, Incident, and Once Upon a Time in Ukraine. Now for Best Animated Short. Now the runner-ups are Goodbye My World, Magic Candies, Yuck, Me, A Crab in the Pool. Now for the top 5. In the Shadow of Cypress, Maybe Elephants, Beautiful Men, A Bear Named Wojtek, and Wonder to Wonder. Now for Best Live Action Short. Our runner-ups we have are Crust, I'm Not a Robot, Dovecoat, Room Taken, Paris 70, Alain, An Orange from Jaffa, The Masterpiece, The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent, and Anuja. And that is all my predictions. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. That'll be a massive help. And yeah, stay tuned because I'll be doing a live reaction to the Oscars. So please stay tuned to that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. It'll be a massive help. Thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.